both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by the second quarterback chosen back in April from Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too.
7-yard line.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Falcon, first down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This is the tight end fan. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Tagovailoa's pass.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 94 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses have better focus on.
On second down, here's Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Again, the ball carrier. A.J. Terrell on the tackle.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other is you see.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Tagovailoa sacked.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his third season now from Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spent a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others. But the key to everything for him is ability to be accurate from the pocket.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They run it with Jacobs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Cowboys nothing.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He was tackled at the 27.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Jacobs now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Jacobs, the ball.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And he's got it up and through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Falcons.
From midfield, here's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
2 to throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play action with Jackson, rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jacobs. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Hamler now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
On first down, Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll roll him out right. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9 at the 26.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Saquon Barkley.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Jacobs. 7 yards there and a first down.
Jacobs. That's good for a Cowboy.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17. Falcons 14.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Dante Hightower on the stop.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Watch the ad.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own.
The Falcons ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To Noah Fant.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The linebacker Miles Jack able to knock that one away.
Incomplete. It's third.
Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Gain of 19 yards. First down, Atlanta.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Noah Fant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down 21-20. A minute 40 remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down.
Throwing now is Jackson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receiver took advantage.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 28-yard attempt.
Put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
DJ Reed on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
And now the attention on the Falcons offense. Trailing by 2 after the made field goal. 35 seconds to go. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on 1st down. Back to throw is Tua. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Tua going to try and go quickly here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.